Alright, welcome back everybody to Halo the Third. We are up to the area where we're going to overthrow the Prophet of Truth. He's trying to light the Halo rings using the area we're on, which is called the Ark.
Johnson, drop the chief at the first generator, then head to the third. The elites will punch right down the middle.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Charlie, Foxtrot. Tower 1 approaches. Active AAA.
Mayday! I can't control her!
Pelican down! Pelican down!
Brace yourselves, we're going in a little hot! Pile out! Go, go, go! Up the beach! Kill that race!
Commander, Kilo 2-3.
So we're on the beach now, yay! This is the first time they give you access, as far as I'm aware, unless it was a pickup somewhere, to this super powerful plasma cannon. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But basically, this thing takes forever to charge. But once you do fully charge, it basically eats through anything. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do that. And that's dead. We're going to also take out the tank up here up top. That's now dead. Another turret that I probably should shoot as well, but I'm trying to save some of that ammunition for some unknown reason. Actually do know the reason. The reason is I want to use it on a later tank. He's going to come up right after we get around the corner here. So I'm trying to save that for, if possible, later.
We got trouble right here in River City. We've got
I think that's it for that one. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take care of Mr. Butthole guy shooting plasma rockets at me right now. Obviously not the right guy either, so let's just do this. Guy's dead. Bit of a waste, but what are you gonna do? Rather use those on tanks, take them down immediately. Oh shit. Yep, I'm fucked.
The path will overwhelm you.
The demon. The smelly fart. And I've mentioned Master Chief's suit a couple times, at least once in this playthrough as well. But I have to imagine he also has a flap for his poop parts. You know, just like, it's like super advanced system. I imagine it'd be like, you know, Master Chief stand there and just like, all right, I'm gonna give myself a little squat here, and then it just bags up the poop. Nice little container and drops it off on the side of the road, you know, as you're running by, just back end just goes. As I've said before, I'm very concerned with the real life aspects, authenticity. I should have died there. Of my video games. I need to know exactly how my characters bathe and use the restroom. Particularly if it's a very long game. I mean, I can understand, like, if you're in, like, a survival horror game, you're probably not gonna feel the need to poop. Or pee or whatever. So, like, all that shit's gonna be sort of, like, secondary to you surviving. You know, and you're also gonna be, you're not gonna be like, I really could use a big hoagie right now. No, you're in like fight or flight mode, so you're gonna just try to stay as whatever you want to call it, as alive as possible. I'm also ignoring the lines. Basically, the ship they're trying to break into the 3 different areas to shut down the shield, so we can go after the Prophet of Truth. We're headed off that way right now. You're gonna give me a little warthog to play with. If you don't like the warthog, you can also grab the little.
Shut it down.
This throws me right back to the Halo 1 here. Not that this has the same setup as the Halo 1. This area right here feels very familiar to me, where there's a big rock. And then there's this small area where you would need to go to get to. I can't remember what the area is. We'll just say it's the librarian. There's that very familiar feel to it, you know. Yeah, beep beep, I beep beep. So unlike, I believe in, well, I know in Halo 1 it's put some rocks here to prevent you from going up this way with your ghost. They do not give 2 shits here. They say go ahead, bring your vehicles, you will need them.
Good. The Arbiter and the Elites have touched down at number 2.
That just means all that means is that Johnson and the Arbiter are ahead of me and you know, getting through the barriers right now. Basically, I'm behind. I'm in last place right now. You know, we're all racing. Johnson's already to the tower. I'm not to my tower yet. Getting there. I'll be there in a moment. I'm really good at driving warthogs, as you can see. This is the second time I've unnecessarily flipped the warthog. So, up here is going to be a little bit of a defensive fortification, whatever you want to call it. There's going to be a couple grunts on ghosts. Going to be a couple. Well, I think there's just 1 in this mode. Don't know. There might be 2 in legendary, but there's a singular tank we have to deal with around the other side of this rock, and then as you can see, there's also a turret up there that you got to be aware of. Because either one of those is going to wreck your day, just like that. So I need to get behind cover before I die. I got hit again and died. That's my bad. I was hoping I could get behind like this big rock cover and just be like, "Hey, I did it." That's why I wanted to keep some of this, the weapon power available, is because it takes 20 ammunition, 20% ammunition, I don't know, in order to use the cannon fully powered once. I was kind of hoping I'd get into this, into the ghost tank. I guess I should mention that now. They did something interesting. They've improved the ghost tank every time in each of the games. In the original game, it's just kind of this big amorphous blob thing that I wasn't, when I first played through Halo the first time, I wasn't always sure if it was active or not, because there would be times where it would just be kind of sitting there like it was a piece of scenery. It wouldn't do anything. And then there were other times where it was very active. It moved around, tried to run you over. That whole shenanigans. That's good. That was a good one, I think. I just cleaned out like 4 or 5 grunts there. Shit. Forgot what I was talking about now. Short-term memory. Oh yeah, the tanks. I'm sorry. I was talking about the tanks now. Well, in the first game, you know, you don't have access to tanks. You can't ride in them. They're enemies. You can't fight them. Multiplayer, they may or may not give giving you the option to drive one. I don't remember. Halo 2, you have both the option to drive them as well as use them in multiplayer and single player. However, everything is self-controlled within the tank, so you control the um, low facing machine guns. They'd be kind of similar. I kind of equated them to like having fog lights on your car. Those sort of how it felt like the fog light. Excuse me, the guns are. They're sort of in that bottom position where the thing. And then in this one, they actually they add. I think they add to both the Scorpion tank as well as the well, I know it's definitely in the Scorpion tank, and I know it's definitely in the oops, I bounced that one. And the Wraith here in this game, but I'm not sure if it was in the previous game or not. They give you a turret that a second player can choose to sit in and basically, you know, shoot any enemies that try to like sneak up from behind and drop like dynamite or grenades on the side of the tank or something. Anywho. So this area is not terribly difficult, but you do kind of want to stick to the walls over here. That area directly up of where my reticle is a shortcut to get past this area without having to fight these guys. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm not good enough at the jump slash this area slash grenade jump. But you can pretty easily get up there even without a grenade jump, just by going along the side using this backed up stuff to get up there. I'm not going to really focus on that this time around because I'm more of a hey, let's kill everything kind of guy. Leave no survivors, if you will. There are a lot of guys down here, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's not a lot of quality per se. I mean, you're not running into too many brutes. But there are a lot of grunts that sort of mess you up. In addition to jackals and the few brutes that are running around right now, kind of make this area very difficult. Like, I'm kind of surprised that, you know, this wasn't, I wouldn't say toned down a little bit. It just seems like so many enemies in this one room, man. Maybe they all concentrated at the end, and that was why it seemed like there were so many, but jeez. And just a couple other quick points here while I'm thinking about it. Throughout the rest of the game, as well as you remember the beginning of the game, Arbiter is going to continue to pop in and out of levels, depending on if the game thinks that this section you're doing should be more of a co-op thing than a single player thing. It's really hard to tell, in my estimation, what should and shouldn't be, because, you know, every fan out there of like that's played a game like a Halo for so long, they'd be just like, nah man, get good. You know, I don't have really any sympathy for you. I had to get good in like 2005. Now you gotta get good.
Stick together. Check your corner.
Alright, they sent me all the way back here. I'm super glad about that. I like when I die having to be sent back farther than I should have been as a form of punishment for my deeds, my misdeeds. I know you guys are hiding around here. I can see some of you on my radar. Gotta make sure you guys don't wake up, because be kind of annoying when you're up. You're a cranky little baby. You need to take a nap. We all gonna lay down. We're gonna take a quick nap, okay, guys? Wow, that was a good nap. I'm glad we were able to do that.
They're flanking us.
That is true. I am flanking you. I'm also picking up apparently grunts from the on my radar that are like a whole floor above me right now. So it's making me feel like there's some guy standing directly behind me when there is not. Let's keep shooting them as my guys distract. That's sort of one of the beauties I really like about some of the later Halo games is they try to not just make it feel like a Doom game where it's like Master Chief versus the universe, but oftentimes it's like Master Chief plus very comparable buddy like Johnston. The Arbiter would be super capable of doing it all by himself, you know. And then, for no other reason, they help to draw fire. So it's not, again, like I said, it's not you versus the world, which maybe you like that. Maybe you like more of a Doom type game where it's like, let's throw 500 enemies at you and see if you can survive. And at the same time, like, you know, it's nice to know that you're not the only thing on the board. So if there happens to be a sniper in the area, maybe you don't get hit and you're not going to go down in one hit. Maybe. Alright, we're going to continue on up. I guess just as a bit of a recap for my own life, the episodes are being recorded after the new year, shortly after the new year, I should say, and had fun spending time with my brother, sister-in-law, and niece over the roughly 2 weeks they were off. I took, well, if you're only counting work days, I took 5 work days off. That would also include, you know, another day that was a holiday, Christmas, as well as, you know, the 5 days or so leading up to that. I spent some good time with my brother. I think I've said this before, I always tend to overestimate, you know, people are people, and I more or less let them do what they want to do. I'm not going to be like pissy baby, but at the same time, I do get disappointed when people's like, oh, we should sit down and play a board game. And then we never actually make that a priority to do that. Because for me, I'm always like, oh, that's such a great idea. We should do that. Sit down, take an hour, spend some time with family, use our brains a little bit while we're reminiscing on whatever. And then, like, it falls through because, like, again, people have other things they want to do, whether it be my brother wants to visit with his friends while he's in, so, you know, you lose one night there. Obviously, Christmas and New Year's are Christmas and New Year's, so, you know, those aren't going to exactly be days that, you know, you expect to. I hate that attack. It makes my life hard to deal with. Come on, kill him. Oh, I got killed. Dead. That's fine. And I've said this before. I like the design of the Brutes stuff because Brutes weapons very much fit their personality, whereas like, you know, the elites are more of like a East Asian culture where battle is a type of honor you do to gain honor for yourself as well as your clan. You know, I guess we're sort of similar in the United States where you're focused primarily on you know, obviously you're going to war, you want to come back, but you know, you're like a town hero for doing that for them. You know what I mean? On behalf of the town. The bigger the war, the more people that are likely going to be affected and end up, you know, on banners. You know, whether they serve and pass or they serve and live. You know. Birdshot's annoying as hell, isn't it? Alright, here comes the chieftain. Once enemies end up low or he feels like it's a good time to charge if you're not paying attention, is usually when he does it.
Tower controls and shut it down.
Well, shut her down, guys. Find button, run the window, you press it, goes beep boop beep. Look out in the courtyard and go, oh, look at the tower defense go down. Yay.
Good work, Chief. That's one. The Arbiter should be just about to... That's two. It's all up to Johnson's team now. Get back outside, Chief.
But me and Arbiter perfectly timed our shutdowns to coincide with each other.
Johnson, come in.
Unfortunately, Johnson kind of spooched his.
Reinforcements, man. We're pinned down.
I'm on my way.
Negative. Fire's too heavy. Everyone fall back.
Sergeant
So
Major.
Johnson's team kind of failed their mission. They weren't able to undo the last relay, which is unfortunately going to have consequences for the rest of this mission,
Make your way back to the beach.
which I'll point out when we get there. But for right now, we want to make our way back to the beach so that we can get on an airplane and head towards Johnston's area to I want to say clean up his mess. I mean, what do you... Again, these sort of sci-fi games just sort of go like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? He's just a regular human being. I mean, he's possibly
Get in, sir.
one of the best, you know, human beings to exist in the canon, you know, or at least the video game canon, but like,
Mount up. Let's shake and bake.
I mean, even he has his limitations. There's a reason he's not a Spartan. Because he, like I said, he's got his limitations that he has to, let's say, follow, abide by, or whatever. I can imagine driving through these woods, there being like a toll booth at the end. There's like an elite or someone standing there going, "Alright, gotta pay the toll." You're like, "Well, what do I pay you in?" Like, "You pay me in universe bucks." It's like, we don't have any universe bucks on us. We just have American currency. Ew, yuck, that's gross. Nobody likes U.S. currency.
Sir, got a flight of birds that need an escort.
Alright, we're gonna hop on a bird. We're gonna go beat up Vanity slash third area.
Let me get in there. Fine. I'll drive.
So until then, you guys, I hope you all have a good one. When we come back, we're going to be investigating Tower 2 briefly, and then we'll take on Tower 3 and hopefully rescue Johnston. But until then, I hope you have a good one, like I said.